you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Pre-need to at-need funeral services, funerals, burials, or cremation since way back in 1975 is Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. In obituary news this morning, funeral arrangements to be announced for Brindley Taylor Park. Those arrangements to be announced by Curtis and Son Funeral Home. Infant Angelina Fugit died on Tuesday. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, announcing. Tia Pitts, spelling T-I-A, Tia Pitts passed away yesterday. Curtis and Son Funeral Home announcing. Mary Adams, age 88, of Alexander City, passed away in Alexander City on August 17th. Visitation is Saturday, 1 until 2 o'clock at the North Chapel of Curtis and Son Funeral Home, with the funeral service starting at 2, with the Reverend Brian Jones officiating. Reverend Brian Jones officiating funeral service for Mary Adams, burial in the Evergreen Cemetery in Sylacauga. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, in charge of the arrangements. Dolores Maddox Meeks, age 79, died at her residence on Sunday. Visitation will be held today at 11 a.m. That'll be at First Baptist Church of Childersburg, followed by a celebration of life. Well, the service starts at 11, and the celebration of life is at 11:30, and then there'll be a luncheon following the celebration of life in the lunchroom there at First Baptist Church, and burial later on in the afternoon at 2 p.m. from Green Hill Memorial Gardens. Service is officiated by Pastor John Beck and Pastor Michael Maddox. An alternative to flowers, contributions can be made to Lakeside Hospital Hospice Services. Dolores was a wife of former Mayor of Childersburg, B.J. Meeks. She served as secretary of First Baptist Church in Childersburg for many, many years. And she was the First Lady of Childersburg for 27 years of B.J. Meeks' mayoral career as well. That's funeral service for Dolores Maddox Meeks of Childersburg, Curtis and Son Funeral Home, in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Amelia Talley of Talladega. She passed away at the age of 49 on Sunday. Visitation will be on Saturday from 10 until 11 at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Talladega. Funeral service begins at 11 o'clock in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints building in Talladega. President Robert K. Boot officiating. Burial at 2 p.m. in the Hatchet Springs Baptist Church Cemetery. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing that service. And David Yank Faircloth. Let's see, I've got that right here somewhere. Let me get back to that in just a second. Kind of lost my way here for a minute. But that service will be at Randy Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga. I'll come back to that in just a minute. We got other obituaries to announce this morning. Dixie Glenda Hubbard, age 84, died Wednesday. Visitation for Dixie will be Sunday from 1 until 2 at Randy Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga. Burial in the Fayetteville Cemetery. Funeral service starts at 2. I'll be officiating that service. Randy Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga, in charge of the arrangement. Celebration of life for Mrs. Juanita Fuller Scott, age 89, is today at 1 p.m. from Community Funeral Home Chapel in Sylacauga. Pastor James O. Blackman, the eulogist. Interment in the Harper Springs Baptist Church Cemetery in Sylacauga. Community Funeral Home directing that service. Celebration of life for Dexter James Heavy D. Cleveland, age 58, of Sylacauga, will be today at 2 p.m. from Rising Star Missionary Baptist Church with Pastor Darrell Woods, a eulogist. Interment in the Rising Star Missionary Baptist Church Cemetery. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Heavy D was a longtime employee with Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. In other obituary news this morning, Sue Carter, age 103, passed away August 22nd. Anniston Funeral Service announcing. Celebration of life for Marvin Anthony Thayer, age 64, will be Saturday at noon from Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church in Harpersville with Pastor Clarence Carter, the eulogist. Interment in the Harpersville Memorial Cemetery. Public viewing today, 1 until 7 at the funeral home. At Community Funeral Home Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. Celebration of life for Linwood Terry Welch, age 68, will also be Saturday at 11 a.m. from Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church in Sylacauga with Reverend Ernest Oden, the eulogist. Public viewing is today, 1 till 7 at the funeral home, Community Funeral Home Sylacauga directing. And celebration of life for Michael Lionel Wells, age 45, will be Saturday at 2 p.m. from Liberty Christian Church in Harpersville with Pastor Aubrey Butler, the eulogist. Interment in the Pleasant Hill Baptist Church Cemetery in Sylacauga. Public viewing today, 1 till 7 at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report this morning brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Pre-need to at-need, funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.